Mirage is stupid. Stupidly good. Despite his lack of intelligence, he's the perfect legend for a tactical mastermind. He has a set of abilities that never get boring and can constantly be used in new creative ways. I'll first explain his abilities and how they work, while showing them in action. If you don't want to see that, I'll put a timestamp to the start of my tips and tricks in the description below. For Mirage's passive ability, when he is downed, a hologram of himself will be sent forward to distract players. For Mirage's tactical ability, Mirage can place down a hologram and tell him exactly where to go. For Mirage's ultimate, Mirage can go invisible for some time, whilst making a bunch of holograms appear on his location. For me, Mirage is the ultimate legend for those that want to cause carnage. Whilst his passive isn't great, both his ultimate and his tactical ability have so much potential. I don't really have anything to say about his passive. You just send out a clone when you get knocked down. It doesn't seem to really do anything special, or you can't really use it in any special way, so I'll move straight on to the other skills. I'll briefly talk about the ultimate, its limitations and what you can do with it, and then I'll move on to the tactical ability, which is in my opinion the best skill in Apex Legends. Okay, so here are some things I've learned about the ultimate. 1. You cannot attack whilst in the ultimate phase. 2. The invisibility is full 100% invisibility. 3. You seem to move faster when you run in the ult mode. 4. It can be activated incredibly quickly, which means it can be used as an escape tool seconds before potential death. 5. When you use the ult, a bunch of holograms will spawn, but they'll just stand there. I think they're really just there to cause a moment of confusion for the enemy, which will always give you enough time to run away. So with all of these points in mind, it should become very clear what the ultimate is supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be used for escaping dangerous situations. Speaking of escaping dangerous situations, this is where Mirage should be spending 90% of his time. With Mirage, you can constantly be in and out of battle, throwing his tactical hologram out at different locations to trick the enemies. It seems like a gimmick, but oh my god, it works so well. So, brace yourselves. I'm about to show you a bunch of clips that show you how you can use Mirage's tactical ability in as many ways as possible. Okay, for tip 1, the hologram gets stuck on walls or any incline at all, so watch out for this. If you want him to get over a wall, jump and then press the tactical ability button. The cooldown for the ability is very short, it's just 10 seconds. If you're out and about, you can pop the ability and then just run alongside it for a bit of extra cover and confusion. If you're in a fight and you go behind cover for a brief second, you can then use your ability to send out your hologram, and sometimes it can confuse the enemy. In fact, it confuses them a lot of the time. Sometimes simply just having your hologram standing still will be enough to cause some confusion. They might attack it and then you have a chance to quickly run in and shoot whilst their aim is on something else other than you. As you can see here, the enemy I'm attacking shoots my hologram before me. Things get a bit tricky for me, but no problem. I can use my ult and get out of there in seconds. For some reason, sometimes they fall for it even if you're right in front of them. In other cases, they might not fall for it completely, but it still might take them off guard long enough for you to kill them. In this clip, the enemy I'm fighting turns around to look at my decoy. They notice that it's a decoy, but at this point I'm already up in their face. If you're getting shot at and you need to quickly escape, you can also aim at the ground and the decoy will just stand there. Hopefully the enemy will shoot that instead of you. Here's a slightly longer clip where I'll show you a number of things that happen with the decoy and the enemies. Here I throw out a decoy in the hopes that if they see it, they'll think that I'm on this side of the building. But then I run onto the other side of the building and flank around. Whilst my team is dealing with the enemy from a distance, I know I can continue to flank them, because if things get difficult, I always have my ultimate up and ready. Here I place down my decoy to bait out any shots. The idea is that if somebody's there, they'll shoot the decoy and I'll know that they're aiming this way. Here the enemy starts to shoot me. I go behind cover, I lay down a decoy on one side of the cover and then flank round on the other side. They end up becoming very confused. My thought process here was that there may be someone hiding in the smoke and I wanted to clear it by sending in the decoy. If someone's hiding there and they're ready to shoot at something, they'll see the decoy through the smoke and shoot it, not knowing it's a decoy. It did actually work. When you see the decoy running icon on the screen, that actually means that someone shot it and killed it. It happened so quickly that I didn't even have enough time to react. But it just proves that players in this game will shoot first and ask questions later, so the decoy can be used in so many situations to distract them. Here's one final clip before I die. You can see that the decoy even works in this situation where we're literally right next to each other having a fight. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my guide on Mirage. I think he's one of the best legends right now, especially if you know how to engage in fights and back off and flank players. Make sure to check out my channel for other videos like this. Cheerio!